Hi guys, and happy Monday. I'm vlogging it first of all in a really new location. Second of all, I had class today, but usually I vlog in the car on the way there and the way back. But this morning I was on the phone with my mom. We just ended up talking super long about numerology, and then I had class all day. And on my drive home, I was talking to my friend for like literally my hour drive home because of traffic. So that's why I'm starting to vlog here. Hi, hello. So, hello. You know when you almost get a kiss? But basically it feels like I've been vlogging forever because I didn't vlog for what, like 3 days? What, did I vlog Friday, Saturday, Sunday? So it feels like so long to me, even though it's only 3 days. Like it's not that crazy, but for me, like, because I'm so used to vlogging every day. Don't eat the wrapper. Don't eat the wrapper. I was just looking for my, so like I only had these 2 highlighters in my bag, or so I thought. And this is like, I don't know, a life hack. In my first class, I was doing my planning for the week. I mean, normally I'll do it on Sunday night, but if I don't do it on Sunday, like I'm in class, it's like quiet, I'm super focused, I'm just like planning out my week and stuff for everything, like, you know, videos, vlog, and then the schoolwork I have, and if I have any traveling, and like then just like maintenance things like blowouts and stuff like that, just like planning it all out for the week. And so like I normally do that, and I was like, oh, like where are my other highlighters at? Also, these are incredible highlighters. I'll link them. They're from Amazon. But basically, also I always wear sweats to school. Like it's my style, just like cute, comfy, because like the classrooms are cold and I just want to be comfortable. So they are like these white ones. They're from Amazon. One side is like a normal highlighter, and then one is a little baby tip. And I literally discovered this side like a few weeks ago. I didn't know it existed. So it's good for like circling or like underlining small stuff, or if you want to write something in with a highlighter. So anyway, I thought I only had these. I was like, oh dang, and each color represents something. And so the pink is like my, if I have like, basically it's like for my website stuff, like that, and also anything like spiritual. If I'm going to like some sort of workshop or some sort of seminar or anything like that, that would be in pink. And then green is for like everyday stuff or errands. So like green for me would be like personal training, blowout, things, something like that. So anyway, I was like, so I did this, which like wasn't too much stuff in my week, and I was like, oh my god, where are my other highlighters at? I really wish I could plan the rest of my week and like, I mean, highlight it. And then I came home, I thought they were at home, and they were actually in my bag all along. The orange, yellow, and the blue. The blue's for school, so it's really important. The orange is for filming, and the yellow is for like an event or something, like something different in the week that I need to pay attention to, you know what I mean? Like basically, like, yeah, like if I have a travel thing, that would be in yellow, or if I had like an event, that would be in yellow, you know what I mean? Or like sometimes I'll put yellow around really big things that are due for school, like for a midterm or something like that, but around the blue with the yellow, other side of the yellow. So anyway, that's how I color code, if you're curious. I think it's really good to write things in pen and then color code, because then you have to go over it twice and it kind of like sinks into your memory twice. I used to use colored pens, which works great too. I need color and I need to see my week visually. I can understand it conceptually, but then I need like Mars and Virgo again. Oh, someone also wanted me to explain like what does that mean. So basically I'll explain this. So when you're born, if you're not just your sun sign is just like, so like I'm a Gemini, that's my sun sign, but all your other planets are in a certain sign at the time you're born as well. So you can pull up your birth chart on this website called astro.com. I'll link it down below. It's kind of confusing to navigate, so I'll try to link the actual page where you can submit to make your birth chart. You need to know like your time of birth, location, and date, and it'll pull up your entire chart, and it'll show you where all your planets are. And I do birth chart readings. I only do tier 1 and 2 now, because tier 3 I put it as sold out because it just takes me way too long to do, and I just don't have the time. It takes me like, when people, if you've ever gotten that one done by me, just know it took me like 3 hours. So I think I did like 10 total when I launched my shop, but like it's just too time consuming. But I still do birth 1 and 2, or you can like research on your own. That's if you want a personal reading. I'm not pushing it on you at all. But basically Mars is like kind of like how you express yourself. It's like the planet of action, desire. It's like that, like the go planet, like how you move basically how you navigate through the world. And mine is in Virgo, so that's why I love like structure and planning, and I just need to have things planned. I'm not kidding. Like people say, oh, like people who are super chill or go with the flow, like I can't do that. Like if my day doesn't have an entire plan, it's just like the way I'm wired. Like I get really stressed, and then honestly like I can get like really sad because I feel thrown off. Like I like to have like, I'm gonna do this for 2 hours, and then I'm gonna go work out, and I'm gonna do this. Like I like to have blocks of everything and like have a plan in my day, so people can like wake up and they just like kind of like go where the day takes them, which is, everyone lives their life differently. There's no better or worse, but that doesn't work for me. Just like someone who's like chill, if you gave them like a super structured schedule, like Aquarius people, usually that they wouldn't really like that. They don't want to see like how they feel and blah blah blah, and like that's how some people are. And I'm like, I need to know what I'm doing every single day, blah blah blah. And also when you're managing a lot of stuff, like there's no way I would be able to get everything done going with the flow. Like every single day I have stuff to do for every area of my life, you know, for for coaching or for vlogs or for my main channel video or sending something to a brand, doing schoolwork, working on my like the guides for my site, which on obviously the October guide will launch on the Sunday, October 1st. So if you were wanting to sign up for my guide, I'll link the description to what it is. It's just $10 and you get a full moon ritual. It's honestly like so much, I put so much work into it. I think it's like so well priced. I do a whole full moon ritual, a whole new moon ritual, a meditation included, and book recommendations. And so that's gonna launch, October's on October 1st, so if you're interested, be sure to set your iCal and order on October 1st. That way you'll get October 1st guide. Hi, BB. Beep, 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 beep. But anyway, going back to, yeah, like that's a lot of stuff to manage, you know, and like if I just woke up and I was like, I'm gonna go with the flow today, like how would I get everything done? You know what I'm saying? Like I need to, for the week, how I plan, I think I talked about this before, is like, what do I need to get done for every area of my life? Blah, 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 blah. I write it all out, and then I just put it in and spread it out. And that way I wake up, I just know, okay, I just need to follow what I wrote down, and I know that by the end of the week I will have everything I need to do done. And that's how it works for me. So basically that's what's up. It's about 5 o'clock. What shoes did I wear? I wear these Adidas Boost shoes, and they're kind of comfy, but they're really tight on the tops of my leg, and my like legs have like imprints on them. So that's that. I have personal training in a brisk 30 minutes, so I'm just going to make myself, I'm so lame, like I eat like the same stuff over and over again. Probably gonna make myself avocado honey toast. I don't know, like that's literally all I want. And basically that's it. Also, like a small realization I had, which is like, I think I've talked about something like this similar a few months ago. I think I'll find the vlog what it is, but it's basically like, if you've been watching me for a while, it's that one vlog where I was sitting on my couch basically talking about how like, it's like sometimes you think like, oh, like I'm trying to think exactly what I said back then, but basically along the lines of like, sometimes I'm feeling really talkative today, like during, also like I was so honored. So today one of my classes, like we do a bunch of like mini papers, and my professor like loved one of my papers and like was like freaking out and like was like reading it, parts of it, to the class, and was like, Polina's just so positive and inspiring, and like it was just like really like I was taken aback that like she could hear my voice through my writing, because this was like it wasn't like a diary assignment. Like it was like you have to read these 2 books, So Rich, So Poor and The Broken Ladder, and do like response questions, and it's pretty long, like ends up being 6 to 7 pages every week. And so they're like pretty written professionally, but I guess she could like hear my voice through it. So just like the fact that I wrote like an academic almost paper, and that she was like, I could hear like your positivity, inspiration through it, like that was, I don't know, just really made my day today. And then I was like, while she was just being, I just love this class, and throughout the whole class she just like puts me in such, like that professor's incredible, like I could cry, she's so sweet, like knock on wood. But like while I'm there, like I just like get all these ideas like flowing. I guess it's just a vibration or energy there. And I was just like thinking about how like, I mean, so basically in that vlog, sorry I'm like going all over the place, Gemini, that vlog a few months ago, I was talking about how like I had a realization, even though it's so little, that like you think like, oh, why isn't someone behaving this way, or like this is like the logical thing to do, or like how could someone do this, blah blah blah. I get like a lot of these also emails from you guys, and I used to kind of think in that sense, like how could someone not do this, like blah 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 blah. And I try to think about like how like every single person has so much going on, like, and like you don't know like the way they were like first of all raised, like people, you know, like your relationships with your parents, whether good or bad, influence your whole life, you know. It's like looking at child psychology. I love taking those classes. I've talked about this before, but the first 8 years of your life and the relationships you have like affect you so much. Like obviously for boys, their relationship with their mom affects like how they treat women and things like that, and their perception of love, and how their dad treats their mom, because that's like the role model they see growing up, so conscious and subconscious. And so like just the smallest things like that, and then you don't know like what experiences they've had. And basically like I just feel like I've learned like to be, I feel like when you reach a like level of like loving yourself so much and being so comfortable with yourself, that like when other people, I don't know, maybe like not I don't say aren't nice, but yeah, maybe aren't like, don't behave in the way that is like, I don't want to say, I don't know what the word would be, not respectful, but like, you know, in line with like kindness, and like, because I'm just like always, I could really want to like, I am a really nice normally, like I don't think I'm ever really mean. I treat everyone with respect. I try to like make a connection with everyone, like even if I'm like out getting food, I'll try to like connect with the waitress and like ask her about her life. Like I'm just like, I don't know, I feel like we're all just like people on this planet. Like there's no need to like ever, you know, treat someone differently, or just like be like, I don't know. I'm just like, I feel like every single person, no matter like what societal like stance you're in, like we're just humans, and like I always like aim to make a connection. And so I'm always like very outgoing, and I feel like kind and nice, and I feel like just sometimes seeing when people aren't, it's just like not even just like to others, but it's so like a very abstract thought I guess I had, but it was just basically along the lines of, you just have to like when you like love yourself so much, it's like you could almost like learn to love another person, even if not like be in love with them like even like romantically, but just like feel for them. Like, you know, sometimes people like act out or you're being like rude or whatever. Like I literally, it's just like I feel bad for them, and I talked about that before, like in the sense that like, you know, like wow, like they must have had, you know, childhood issues, or I don't know what's going on in their personal life, like well, maybe they don't even like feel loved, like you never just like know that type of stuff. And so just like a realization, obviously it's like hard and like our egos get to us, we get like, obviously sometimes I'm like, oh listen sweetie, like sit down, you know, like when someone tries you, but it was obviously like I try to go back to, you know, like thinking like, I don't know, it's like if you think about it, people just like genuinely want to be loved, and that's like so crazy. Even if it's not like, even I don't even mean this like romantically, I mean even like friends, or like they have like feel like appreciated by their coworkers. People just want to feel, I feel like, appreciated, loved, and happy. Like I feel like that's like really the core of like what people want. And so when people aren't getting that like I feel like the root reason someone's ever acting out, it has to be one of those three, you know, either they don't feel appreciated, or they don't feel loved, or they're not happy. Like you know what I mean? Obviously happiness is subjective, and even what's his name, John Stuart Mill, it's like a philosopher, he talked about how basically like, if we like calm down to the core of things, like everyone's searching or like our human actions are aimed at happiness. And he goes through like all these crazy actions, like going to work or getting apart, like he goes through like basically everything like humans do, and like breaks all the way down to how at the very core it's just to like be happy or feel good. And that's like, you know, a lot of spiritual teachers always say like, you attract how you feel. All that matters is that you feel good. So if you're ever not feeling good, you know, you just really have to worry about your vibration and bring yourself back to feeling good, whether it's small steps, taking a bath, doing something, taking a nap. Like if I know, if I'm, you know, I'm a Gemini, I'll admit like sometimes I get a little like, that's psychotic, but if I like feel sad out of nowhere, like, or something like that, like I'll take a nap, I'll do everything I possibly can to try to lift me back up. I'll watch an MTV show or something like that, like even though I don't even watch TV, like, but anything you can to like, you know, bring yourself up, because all that matters is that you feel good, because like we genuinely are like all actions are aimed towards happiness. And then he also talks about how like if someone thinks they're happy, they are happy. Like there's no like, because the people try, you know, different philosophers talk about that, like, oh, if someone thinks they're happy, but like let's say X, Y, and Z is going on in their life, they just don't know about it, like are they really happy, and things like that. And I think I don't agree with his philosophy in general, because he focuses on intent versus outcome, which if you're into philosophy, maybe I can talk about that my ethics class if you're curious more. But I don't align with like his whole view on intent and outcome, and like like he has a scale of pleasure and pain. I don't really like believe in I don't align with that, but I do align with the, his notion that like if someone believes that they're happy, all you have to do is believe you're happy, and like you are, because there's, you know what I mean, it's your thoughts turn into things. If you're truly believing you're happy, you're on that frequency, you're gonna attract things that will, you know what I mean? And so yeah, this is 13 minutes long, but just like a realization I've had, because I feel like we kind of like snap back into ego, like if someone's ever rude to us or blah blah blah, you kind of like are shook. Like I've had experiences where like, you know, I'm out at like a restaurant or something like that, and someone's like honestly been like rude to me, like the waiter, or just like rolls their eyes, and like I'm sure like to them, you know, they're like, oh, this, I'm not like stupid, like I know on the outside when I look at her, like this annoying blonde girl, like so like there's, you know, but like I literally am nice. And so like I remember I'd call my mom and be like, oh my gosh, like even one of the security guards in my building, like I get packages, and like she was like really rude to me. She was like, you get so many packages, or like just something like snobby to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, like that's what I do for work, like I get PR packages. And she was just like very snobby, and it kind of was like left a really bad taste in my mouth. And so like I called my mom, and I was like, it's so weird, like I'm so nice to her, like I was engaged in convo, and she just kind of was always rude to me. And then like I just started like, I honestly just started like loving her more. And this sounds like a freaking Eat, Pray, Love episode, but I was like, you know, like I don't know what's going on in her home life, like I don't know how, you know, if she feels loved or valued or appreciated or feels happy. And like then almost like if I'm like come in a cheerful mood, it's kind of like, you know, it's like almost annoying. And so I just started like I'm like a little crazy in my meditations. I started like visualizing her happy and like sending her like pink light all the time, and I even wanted to gift her a rose quartz bracelet. And I was doing that and just being so, just like I just kept being nice to her and kept like telling her how much I appreciate her, just like even though she'd be so rude to me, you guys, like I don't want to bring up examples just because like for legal reasons I never know, but like made a lot of snide remarks, I would just be so sweet back and be like so uplifting back, like almost like honestly a little psycho. And then I was just like, I'm just gonna love her harder. And then obviously this like I wouldn't really apply this to like romantic situations, if someone's treating me like shit, like obviously sometimes you have to go, but I'm just, if it's like this is like a different situation, it's like my security guard, you know what I mean, or like something like that. I don't want it to get misconstrued like someone's in an abusive relationship and they're like, I'm gonna love them harder, you know what I mean? Like, don't take it that way. I'm saying like, not that. I'm sure you get what I'm saying. Please apply it with like to what makes sense. And so I was like more like nicer to her, nicer to her, and like before you knew it, she's so nice to me. Now we're pals. I know her zodiac sign. I know about her trip next month with her family for 2 weeks because her mom is getting remarried. Like, I know about all of it. Like, now we're pals. And so yeah, I don't know, I guess I just like, it's obviously hard to snap back into this like when you're upset, like, you know what I mean? I'm sure I'll watch this vlog like, you know, I don't know, sometimes and be like, if I'm getting annoyed and be like, you know, you get like, it just happens. Like, obviously our ego like comes in, like, wants to like protect us, but then I just try to remember, you know, like, you never know what someone's going through, but also it doesn't discredit, you know, if someone's obviously being toxic or like actually hurtful to you or being like, you know what I mean, like obviously you don't have to, you could understand someone without having to like be with them, friendship, romantically, or whatever, work, you know what I mean? Like, you don't, just because you understand why, you know, like they're acting that way, like whatever it may be, like their relationship with their parents or upbringing or anything like that, doesn't mean you have to stay in that. Like, you can like love them and leave, you know? Like, for example, obviously if I had a friend who was like acting like that, like how my security guard was to me, I wouldn't be friends with them. I would feel for them, I'd love them, I'd wish them the best, but I'm not gonna put that person in my life. That's the difference. It's like, you can still, you know, like understand and wish them the best, but you need to guard your energy and what you have in your life as well, you know? So it's like, that's not a double-edged sword, but, you know, kind of apply it case by case. So that's what's up. I've talked for 17 minutes. I will obviously record some of my workout tonight. And then we'll see what's up. So I hope you guys are doing well. I'm sorry I did not vlog this weekend. I went on like a mini little trip, if you follow me on social media, and that was super fun. It was just a nice getaway. I just feel like I got like a little, you know, overwhelmed with everything, and like, it just like sometimes just getting out of LA. I went to San Diego for the weekend. It was just so refreshing and like fun and nice, and I came back and now I'm like excited and ready. And so yeah, I have so many trips in October planned, so great vlogs for you guys, and I love you all so much. Also, a ton of you guys went to my mom's meetup at Lululemon, and I FaceTime with some of you guys because I said in the vlog, asked my mom to FaceTime me, and we will. And you guys were so incredibly sweet, and I followed all of you girls back on Twitter who tweeted me the photos of you and my mom, and you said such nice things that you told me. So I love you guys so much. I appreciate our community more than anything, and I'll just talk to you guys so soon. Hi guys, I worked out, and my trainer was running really late, so I actually did my own workout. I just literally did what we always do. So love a nice DIY. I actually sweated harder than like ever today by myself, but you know, because you push yourself, you're like, girl, you can do it. You're like, bitch. I redid my makeup really quickly, and now I am at I am home. I am home. Okay. I am home at Whole Foods. I am with Miss Stella Ray over here. So honored. A little grocery haul. I got some rice, and under this, yeah, I got that thing that you got too with like the lentils. What is that? It's chana masala. Oh, ooh. So a little cucumber, and then I love the carrot salad there. You should try a little carrot salad. She's so good. And then I never tried this flavor of kombucha, rosé kombucha. I guess we'll have to see. A little surprise awaits us.
Girl, you know that I'm right behind you.